Hey, you're watching Pilot Season. I'm your host and showrunner, Ryan Burkett. Pilot Season streams monthly on the Trident Network, a three-pronged entertainment company featuring web series and videos you can watch places like YouTube, podcasts from all over the galaxy, and live streaming shows just like this. Every episode of Pilot Season, a team of actors and a team of writers collaborate on an original sitcom pilot that has never been seen before and will never be seen again. That's important. That's very important here because what we are doing is we are creating memories together in real time. We are living in the moment. And we couldn't do that without my friend, the founder of the Trident Network, and our stage manager, Val Agnew. Val, how are you?
Hi, I'm so happy now that I'm here with you and pilot season.
We're all exactly where we're supposed to be.
We are. We are.
Val, we have a great cast tonight,
We do.
as you know. We're doing a really special episode. We're going to return to a genre we've done before. We call it This Meets That. And it's that classic, like pitching to a network exec. We've got a show, it's this show meets that show. So to get a suggestion from our chat, we'll need to get a suggestion of just two classic sitcoms, a current one and an old one, two favorites. And you can use your discretion in picking which ones we hear about. While you're doing that, we're going to meet our teams. Joining us tonight, we've got brilliant writers. I mean, everybody knows how much I love writers. I consider myself a writer. All of my heroes are writers. But at pilot season, we meet the actors first. A return trip, a repeat guest, a true all-star. We have the lovely and talented Jessica Joy.
Hi.
Jessica, welcome back to pilot season.
Thank you for having me.
Jessica, we've talked to you about sitcoms quite a bit on here, so we want to get a little more granular. We want to zoom in. What is your favorite sitcom catchphrase?
Um, the first thing that came to mind is the everyone's favorite sitcom Dinosaurs. And of course the little baby dinosaur swept the nation with its catchphrase, not the mama. Which if when you pull it out of context, it just sounds like you're doing a bit about cheesy sitcom catchphrases.
Do we think the dinosaurs still exist somewhere? Are they in storage? Because
Oh,
those were like foam, like practical dinosaurs, right?
yeah. Yeah, back when we were a proper country. I like to believe that someone has taken them and assembled them in their basement, kind of like that Rockafire explosion documentary.
Yeah.
That's my dream. And it's me. They're here. I pull back the curtain.
We're interviewing them every night. Joining us for the first time, a real treat. What a star. We have Charlie McCrackin. Charlie, welcome to pilot season.
Oh, thank you for having me onto your computer.
Charlie, since it's your first time on pilot season, we need to get to know you a little better.
Okay.
What is your favorite sitcom? It can be your
Oh,
all-time
boy.
favorite, something you've been binging lately.
Um, I mean, I used to really be a big fan of like news radio back in the day. That was a big one for me.
News,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. It has one of my favorite sets. It's so long left to right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it spoke to my improv background too, because it was so formatted that way, where everyone was at a table to begin with, and they all said what their games were going to be for the show, and then they broke off and did their stories, and they came back for meetings and went back out that way.
A lot of interesting supporting actors on news radio that probably wouldn't be part of a reunion. There's a couple hot button guys on news radio.
Yeah,
But
some
that
of them
is,
aren't available.
yeah.
That's
Um, Charlie, follow-up question. If you could have any sitcom job, any job within like a workplace comedy, which one would you pick? And keep in
oh,
mind, you have to do the job.
I see. Not working on a sitcom, but in the world of a sitcom.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would. I mean, I think I would like to be the boss. I would like to sit behind a desk and sort of the a little Danny DeVito in Taxi, just sort of shout rude things out at people as they pass by. That sounds like fun.
Love that. You'd be great at that.
Yeah.
Joining us again, another repeat player, we have Will Poole. Well, Will, welcome back.
Hello, thanks for having me back.
Will, we've also talked with you a lot about sitcoms over the past few months, so we're going to zoom in a little bit. Who is your all-time favorite sitcom character?
Oh, geez. All-time favorite sitcom character. I can't think of an all-time right off the dome, but for right now, my all-time favorite of my current memory is from the newer show Stumble. Coach Boone is the kind of like this, just a husband.
Run of Futurama. So those first 5 airing seasons, 4 production seasons.
I love that. That's one of those shows that I think doesn't get enough credit. Like we're always talking about The Simpsons being psychic and The Simpsons like predicting all these things. I think Futurama is a show to turn to where you can really see like the future of TV and real life. Matt, follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could live in any sitcom town, which one would you pick?
Ooh, Eagleton.
Is Eagleton the vibe of Parks and Rec Town?
Yeah.
That's a great answer. Everybody gets to go there.
We're the end of that show, and Eagleton does merge with Pawnee at some point. We're there right now, so.
All right, but not when I'm in it. I either move or I die before that happens.
You get to decide.
Yeah, right. Just like all of us, we get to decide whether we move or die every day, any given moment.
Joining us again, I think close to double digits. We've got a real all-star in our hands tonight. We have Jaclyn Sorci. Jaclyn, welcome back to pilot season.
Thank you for having me.
Jaclyn, because we've talked with you so much about sitcoms, we're gonna veer off course a little bit. We just had the Oscars, Hollywood's biggest night. We had such a good time. Jaclyn, if you could adapt any of the movies that were nominated for Oscars this year into a sitcom, any movie into a half-hour hilarious sitcom, which one would you pick?
Ooh, a lot of heavy films this year. I would do, okay, so I just watched or finished watching, they reimagined The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in like a darker, ominous, kind of dramedy vibe called Bel-Air, and I really enjoyed that. And I feel like Sinners could be adapted with a similar ethos where we're not shying away from dark tones, but maybe there's some levity there as well. And Michael B. Jordan, who, we love him, he's very sexy, so.
I also think Sinners would be a fun, like Hanna-Barbera-esque cartoon. Like
sure, I can see that. Absolutely.
Saturday morning, beginning sideways, bloodless vampires.
Yeah, totally.
Val, have we gotten a suggestion from our chat?
Well, yes. We have one. We got one suggestion before we crashed that was not me. We have kind of a shy group today. But that suggestion was Glee meets The Office.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't, that feels like a lot of pressure to sing for the entire thing. So, why don't we I'll throw in one of my suggestions. Let's do Ted Lasso meets The Office.
Ted Lasso meets The Office. Okay, and we'll think about like what that means to us. And if somebody wants to throw a little Glee in there, it has been heard. Val, if you would return to the chat, and if whoever is still there, we need to get a title of Ted Lasso meets The Office, and we're going to discuss this with our cast now. We'll start again with the actors. Jessica, do any characters come to mind when you hear The Office meets Ted Lasso?
Well, because I am self-centered, I'm always thinking about the parts that I would relate to, and there is that character in Ted Lasso of like the influencer girl, who just kind of is good at heart, and I forget her name, but that is what I'm thinking of. There's that character.
Yeah, I love that. And just as a reminder to our audience and our players, we're doing a third show that is inspired by the themes and types from that. So if we don't know her name, we'll make one up.
Great.
Charlie, same question. Any characters that you're inspired to create tonight from that suggestion?
Let's see. No. No. I'm forgetting all the names of the people on The Office. What was the name of the sort of dim-witted guy?
Kevin.
Gotta be
Kevin.
more specific.
I would pick Kevin because I rode behind him on a carousel once. So I got a good study of him physically. I think I can mimic him pretty well. I like the boss role of Michael, of course. But I like the for Ted Lasso. I think I lean more toward a Roy Kent than the Ted himself. So I would probably head that direction.
Yeah, that's great. Will, same question. Any characters that are coming to mind to create from that suggestion?
I mean, I definitely am thinking of. I watched Glee recently enough that I instantly connected when I heard that Ted Lasso and William Schuster, who is the teacher of the Glee kids, and just kind of how he has no right to be teaching them. And similarly to Ted Lasso, I think that's a fun dynamic of like, what if a Spanish teacher suddenly got to coach a soccer team? Something is there, I think. And then I always love the like Jim character of like someone who's going to stand there and be normal amidst all the craziness.
The
And
Jim Jim or Jim GYM?
Whoa. And you'll find out live.
Think about that.
So they'll have both, maybe. Also, I think maybe we do have our first in the history of the show. We're heading up on probably like almost 50 episodes, our first fourth wall breaks. So feel free to find your camera, actors. Let's check in with our writers. We'll start with you, Chris. Any situations that you're thinking of for this comedy? Any scenarios you see our characters getting up to?
I mean, I have the disadvantage of never seeing Glee, but I do. It was culturally undeniable, so I can't feign ignorance here. But I mean, I always love watching a character who is extremely just like me right now, where I'm just like completely like just in their own world, they're just like positive, 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 nothing gets them down, but at some point there's like a breaking point, and like these are highly like anxiety inducing situations to maybe have a realization that you're not quite up to the task, but then a great chance in Ted Lasso especially to have a really sentimental moment that gives you a ha and then an aw.
Yeah, don't be afraid to get warm on this episode. Chris, follow-up question. What's a specific physical location we might see in this episode?
I think we will definitely be in Jim's gym. But I think this feels like a small town, it's either like there's the pub and it's like a place that's either for drinking or eating, so there's like the diner in a small town or the bar in a small British town, I guess, or pub, sorry. But yeah, I think like communal areas like that is an area we could see.
Great. Matt, same initial question. Any scenarios you see, any situations for this comedy?
Yeah, it's interesting because tonally these feel so opposite. Like Ted Lasso is so sickeningly sweet, like let's all hug it out sort of thing. And at least originally The Office is not like that. I feel like what I'm getting hung up on is the way in The Office that Michael will force everyone to deal with some small obsession that he has. That certainly is something that Ted could do, but doesn't for various reasons he talks to his therapist about. But like getting really, the idea of like getting really obsessed with forcing whatever team you're coaching to deal with like you just had like a Guinness for the first time and you think that like you've discovered Guinness Lager and you're like, you guys all got to try this. Which I guess with Glee, I could see Will Schuester doing that in Glee, where he forces all the Glee kids to drink a beer.
Sip a Guinness.
Yeah.
Okay, if you drink, if you're with me.
4%, man.
Matt, follow-up question.
Yeah.
What is our time period? Are we set in the present day? Or are we sometime in the past? Where do you see
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just imagining the present by default. Certainly, I do feel like computers have to be invented at the very least. We've got to have computers.
This takes place sometime post-computers.
Post-computers.
Yeah, IBM has already been wiped from the market. They're a dinosaur by this point. The age of the personal computer is upon us.
Jaclyn, same first question. Any situations or scenarios you see for these characters?
Yeah, I think to me, like Michael Scott thinks he's Ted Lasso, you know, like he thinks he's very motivational and inspirational, but he's not, you know, really, it's not really landing. But then I was thinking about it and I'm like, I think if Ted Lasso was leading an office, they would probably have disdain for him. Like, I don't think they would want him to be inspirational, just having worked in an office myself. So I could see maybe like a Ted Lasso type, you know, lovable, affable kind of leader, you know, maybe striking out with his coaching tactics in an office setting.
Yeah, absolutely. Jaclyn, follow-up question. This pilot's a hit. It gets picked up. Imagine you're the studio executive who greenlights this. Give us a little bit of an idea of what kind of network this is on. Is this single camera? Do we have a laugh track? Things like that.
Yeah, I think it's feeling single camera to me for sure. Just to borrow from the Office a bit, and yeah, I mean, I think it's network. I think it's like maybe a little later night network, maybe a 9 o'clock start time, so can go a little spicier if we want to.
And as always, thanks to a generous grant from the Trident Network, multiple FCC fines have been paid in advance. So even if the show we're portraying is TV 14 or whatever, this show is for adults. So any F-bombs or language bullets that you guys want to throw around, feel free. Val, do we have a title for this show?
Yeah, we have a few options. I'm just gonna read them off because they're all kind of fun. Funny business, straightforward. Meeting kickoffs, dropping the ball, quarterly goals, and I threw in midfield management and office sides.
Wow.
Ooh.
Have any favorites?
I like office sides.
Oh,
Okay.
so that's like off sides. That's it.
Yeah.
The sports thing.
Like all good titles, you should kind of stare blank-faced at the title screen for 5 seconds and go, oh!
I get it.
So we can also pick a secondary one as our episode title if we have a second favorite.
What was the goals one?
Yeah, quarterly
goals.
Quarterly
Yeah, I like
goals.
that one.
Quarterly goals.
Okay,
I like
so that's
that.
the pilot title.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we have office sides, colon.
Right.
Also, actors and writers, it's up to you if this is even about soccer. You can really call that and be about, you know, a different sport. We're getting ready to do the cold open of Office Sides. It's our first scene before the opening credits. We're going to meet a few characters. We're going to hit a punchline, and Val is going to call us to commercial break. Val, are you ready for the opening of Office Sides?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh, I've been looking at these numbers here, and I can't make heads or tails of them. This isn't my job. My job is to run the Twitter account.
Right. And Do we know what this meeting was called for? Did any of us three call this meeting?
No. Could have been an email.
I didn't call it.
I'm gonna tweet that. That's really funny. Could have been an email. 6-7.
Okay. Is your dad coming to the meeting, or was this?
I'm not responsible for my dad.
Yeah, but he's responsible for everything.
So are we maybe just hanging out then?
I mean, what does it matter? You're getting paid, right?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Great. I'm getting paid.
Welcome to
Okay.
my world. You don't do nothing and you get paid for it.
Ding,
Yeah, but work has to get done. We have deadlines to meet. I mean, we.
ding,
Sorry, hang on. The tweet is
Feels like-
going viral.
Your phone is
I got shipments of
vibrating off
lumber
the
that are
table.
supposed to get
Ding.
across the country here. And if I'm not on the horn to get the lumber across the country, it's not going to get there. I can't waste my
lumber.
time sitting in a meeting.
That's right. Lumber. That's what these numbers mean. Oh, this is
Okay.
good. This is 200,000. That's
On the this
Wait.
could have been an email tweet.
retweets. Yeah.
Oh,
200,000 retweets?
Yeah.
That's not even people don't even shout that out normally. That's insane. How many likes does it have?
How many hearts? How many X's does it have?
I haven't been on there in a while.
Far fewer, but that's okay.
guys, I can't sit in this room and talk about Twitter. Okay, we've got
All
to
right.
get
Well,
out.
what would you like to talk about? The business?
Yes, my phone on my desk is probably ringing off the hook. I would like to get back to business. Also, we've got the softball league signups.
And I would love if we could. Right now, we're sitting at 2 people on the team. That's a forfeit every game. That's going to be a forfeit every game. I would
Right.
love to get some signups.
I can get us plenty of people. I just have to tweet about it. People
No, they
always follow
do.
my tweets.
They have to
And
work for the company.
I was going to say they should work for us.
We can
They should
hire them.
work
Can't
for
we
us.
do that? My dad is the president.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like what we do in kind of shipping logistics and sales might not directly apply to someone who can like crank a softball.
Sorry, every time someone says shipping and logistics, my brain goes to sleep.
And now opening credits.
We've met some real characters here. Want to start with our actors. Jessica, I assume this is a character that we're going to see throughout the episode.
Maybe she dies.
Tell us something that we don't know about her yet. Something that sort of like your actor's secret or something from her backstory that our writers can use.
Her secret is that she's actually really passionate about shipping and logistics, but she feels pressured in this day and age to be an online influencer because all of her friends are, but really she just wants to crunch the numbers.
Yeah, I love that. Why wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Charlie, Charlie, same question. Anything that you'd like us to know about your character moving forward? Any part of his backstory or anything that's like a secret want?
I think he's a high earner. He likes to be, top of sales. He wants to win the softball league. He wants to, be the top dog in any scenario, no matter how he can get there, even though he probably doesn't know how to do it.
Doesn't have to. All he has to do is want it.
Yeah.
Will, same question. Anything about your character that you'd like us to know? Anything that might be revealed later?
I think he's going to have a little bit of like a rat side to him where he's kind of got that like Dwight Schrute undermining other people to make yourself look better and like trying to but I think knows that they are firmly in the middle in terms of quality in the workforce and what they're capable of. And it's so like water cooler talk has to make up for the other 50%.
I love that. I feel like I'm a little like that. Thank for bringing him to the camera. I feel the representation of this is important to me.
Not a problem.
Checking in with our writers. Chris, we're getting ready to do Act 1 of Office Sides. How much time has passed between our cold open and our first scene?
I think that we could move on into like that was Friday, and then we're at like Monday again. Like everyone had a weekend. The tweet has exploded. Like logistics are happening. And we're getting back into the full week of office 9 to 5.
Love it. Matt, where is our first scene located? What is the physical location of our first scene?
Let's put it by a water cooler. So that gives Will a chance to really go at it and see how he works his social magic.
That's perfect. I always wanted to talk about TV at the water cooler. Never had a job that had one. And Jaclyn, give us a line of dialogue that you'd like to hear in our first scene.
I didn't know you were great at this.
Would you mind repeating that?
I didn't know you were great at this.
I didn't know you were great at this. Actors, put that somewhere handy. Writers, we know what we need to do. Val, are you ready for Act 1 of Office Sides?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
Gentlemen, now that my daughter has passed away,
Oh my God.
a big hole has been left in this company. I've given it over to her for the last 6 months because I just didn't want to do it anymore. But now I'm back and things are in a shambles. What have we got for me? What are the logistics? What are the quarterly numbers? Where is the shipping going?
And I just want to say it was a beautiful service.
Oh, sure.
It was a beauty. I've never seen more flowers in a room.
I think the live stream got 200,000 retweets, which,
Wow.
is what she would have wanted. So
I want to say that I have seen more flowers in a room once, but it was still a lovely, lovely ceremony.
okay, noted.
My condolences to you, your former wife,
Thank you.
your current wife, who I'm sure was very close to your daughter as well.
So
They were working on it. And I just want to state for the record that my first wife, her mother, was the one who was British. And that's why I will not be carrying forward with the British accent, I think, for everybody's pleasure. So.
sure.
And,
Sure.
Don, I wanted to explain to you what all these new faces are around the office. You probably see there's 30, 40 people you've never seen before here. Before your daughter passed, she hired a bunch of people to be ringers on our softball team. None of these people have anything to do with lumber. They don't know what they're doing, but they can swing wood, if you know what I mean.
It's put us in a bit of a hole. We signed them all to about a year-long contract, and that pay was up front.
Okay, so they've been onboarded then?
Yeah.
They're in day force.
But since we
signed up
do
with Ramp.
we've got so many more kind of people it feels like could handle office work style stuff. I just wanted to say I'd be happy to take on the responsibility of being your daughter. Because you mentioned there's a hole in your life right now, sir, and that's one of the last things I want to see.
Well, thank you for bringing that up. I wanted to talk to both of you. This position is, of course, now open.
I feel like I expressed interest pretty quickly.
You did, right? As we were burying her, I remember you came up to me at the gravesite
And I whispered.
and you did whisper, respectful, that you wanted to throw your hat in the ring, and it has been noted. And I think that by the end of this week, I will have made a decision on who I want to be my daughter.
And
Well, I would like to thank you for delaying the decision making, because I followed what I thought to be protocol in such a scenario, and I mailed you inside of a sympathy card my resume for daughter.
And I thank you for that, because that is what is in the handbook, and I appreciate you knowing the protocol of this as yet unnamed business.
And I don't want to hide behind an email. I'll tell you right to your face. I'm gentle of spirit. I own several crop tops, and I'm happy to learn how I think it's called X now. I'm happy to learn how it works.
I'm taking all of this on, and I will circle back. Thank you. I'm going to go now into my office and try to figure out what it is we do here. Good day, gentlemen.
Sure. Well, kind of stepped on my toes a little bit there.
I stepped on your toes?
Little bit.
I don't know about that.
Feels like I'm the only one who was even thinking about offering to be someone's daughter. And all of a sudden, half the office is throwing it out like it's a casual thought.
You don't know what was in my letter. You don't know when I wrote that letter.
No one writes letters anymore, so I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I guess I'm no one then, Tim.
I don't know who you are, but I know who I am. And I was born to be our boss's daughter.
Fine.
Did you notice that one of these guys is Shohei Ohtani?
Yes, I did. I didn't want to mention it.
Distracting.
I didn't want to mention it. He's got a heck of a fast pitch, but this is a slow pitch league. I think I'm still in competition to be the pitcher.
Well, yeah, as long as you can hit the plate.
If I hit the plate, we're screwed. I have to hit the mat behind the plate.
That's a good. Well, it depends on some of the Blues are a little bit more lenient.
My goodness. Well,
Did you the
how
letter?
about we say this? Whoever, are you up for pitcher as well? Which one of us gets to be the pitcher, the other one gets to be the daughter. How about we make that agreement?
I'm willing to share that responsibility. That feels like an even split.
But you have
One
to
of us
promise to
carries the
try
team.
as hard for both things.
I can't not throw strikes. In both
Sometimes you have to.
categories.
Sometimes you need to
Exactly.
not throw a strike.
And obviously, if I get pitcher post becoming the boss's daughter, that looks like nepotism. I don't want that. I just want to be the loving daughter of a successful businessman. I don't think that's
Hey, can I get some
Hey.
water? Can I get through here and get some water?
sure. Oh, look at us. We're
Thanks.
freaking couple of doors or windows,
Hey,
whichever
listen.
one blocks.
Listen, you guys heard there's an opening for the boss's daughter?
I know. I heard they filled it already.
Yeah, they're eliminating that position.
No, that's
Yeah,
oh man,
that's not to look into it.
I was the underdog of this company, you know, like the scrappy newcomer. I was really hoping that maybe this would be my big chance, but I guess I should give up on my dreams, huh?
Yeah, redundancy. You know how it is. It's just sometimes dreams don't happen. Gonna
Right.
have to.
I'm gonna go walk into traffic. Thanks, guys.
Well, hold no. Jeez.
Beep,
We are
beep, beep, beep.
No.
And
Surely he
Office is-
could have just rejoined the MLB.
I don't know. Once you walk out the way he did, I don't think you can.
It sucks because he looks like the daughter.
That's
We
right.
can agree. He had the look down.
Yes. Yeah. That was. I'm glad that you and I teamed up on that. Well,
Hey, excuse me, I've been waiting outside. I got 3 truckloads of trees.
You independently brought 3 truckloads?
Yeah, this is the the lumber shipping company, right? I drive along the highway with all these logs. I scare the shit out of everyone like Final Destination, and then I deliver them here. I've been
You're the
waiting
guy who-
outside.
You're the guy who ties them pretty loose.
Yeah, I tie them pretty loose. They
Yeah.
shake as I drive. It scares the shit out of people. It's a fun game for me. Now, usually there's like a girl that looks definitely younger than like 47, you know, who is hanging out here. She's British. She does all the logging and for the logs. Where is she?
she's no longer with Lumberbill Family Logs.
Is she with a different company or something?
You could say that. Her company is Choir of Angels.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
And-
The Heavenly Host, absolutely.
Right.
Guy doing what she loved, though, you know.
Are you telling me that the
Logistics.
prophecy of Final Destination has come to be? It has come to pass?
I
Was
guess it
she
would depend on if she had a near-death experience earlier and then was
was
then out running that one.
was she in a tanning bed and the shelves fell through the slats and locked her in and she burned to death?
That is eerily close.
Or was she walking outside and a giant plate of glass came and squashed her?
That was the only detail you were missing from the first one.
Or was she
Those
riding
two
a
things
roller
happened.
coaster and there was a loose bolt on the roller coaster and she got stuck upside down and then fell and then the car came down the track and ran her over? Is that what happened?
So many guesses from you.
Okay, well, I gotta go green.
What do you mean you have to go?
And now a word from our sponsor.
Listen, the Chekhov's promise of the dead daughter comes true, and then Jessica just killing another character randomly. A delicious ongoing runner in the life of this show. I think this is gonna last 10 seasons, and we're just like every episode multiple times.
Well, Matthew did give the note, the first note of she dies before the title sequence is over, and I was like, yes, and
Hate that. Jessica, we'll start with you. Going into Act 2, are there any other new characters that we're going to see? We've seen like 3 or 4 from you so far.
I can't say for sure. Yes, perhaps. I mean, there's other people in the office, plenty of people to die in Final Destination fashion. So yes.
I can't wait to see them and then not get attached. You know, it's like farm animals. We don't want to name these characters because they're gonna go. Charlie, same question. Any new characters that you see creating, or any new characters you'd like to interact with in Act 2?
Well, I'm hoping we get out to the softball field. I'd like to be a fan of this inter-business sports league. Someone who just watches different businesses play sports.
I love that. That's to be a fan of like company softball teams.
Yeah.
That's a great kind of like groupie. I love that idea. Who is the professional athlete that was mentioned in this?
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
The best baseball player in the world.
Yeah, the greatest baseball player.
Listen, I know all about sitcoms, you guys. Will, same question. Any characters that we're going to see from you that we haven't met yet?
I think the idea of one of these baseball players who just is really bought into the office like lifestyle, and I think that would be a fun character to visit.
Yeah, I also love the idea of this show. Like sometimes a pilot will pivot into the run of the show, and it being about this company only, and they're never at work. Let's begin with the writers. Chris, any plot points or new ideas that you'd like to introduce in Act 2?
Well, I love running on the idea that somebody this is like OSHA does not exist in this universe, and people just die all the time at this job. And yeah, it's like Kenny in South Park. Like, you know, we stick to it for the first 6 seasons, and then we stop doing it for a while, and then we do it again at some points. Let people get attached to people again. I love the stands, like the perspective. Like I think we have to get to the baseball field. I think the softball field. I kind of want, like, when you said a fan in the audience, for whatever reason I also thought that there'd be an announcer in there too. Like it's not a very big field, and they're all just on like one bench together. So like easily harassable, involved in everything. So
is that both opposing teams are all sharing one bench? Or
yeah, one bench.
Players, fans, announcers.
Yeah.
Jaclyn, same question. Any new situations or plot lines that you'd like to introduce?
Well, I want to know who is going to be daughter, and I feel like maybe they could do softball for it. You know, get them out on the field, have them compete. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we need some stakes for who's going to end up being the daughter.
Jaclyn, I wrote down a line of dialogue that I think was one of your contributions. I am gentle of spirit and own several crop tops. Was that you?
Yes, that was me.
Thank you for that. Matt, same question. Any new situations or plot lines you'd like to introduce in Act 2?
The other writers had brought up like stuff going on with the lumber strike, which presumably would mean that we wouldn't have like baseball bats in order to play with. So certainly, if we're at the softball field, I'm imagining like not just that we have to find replacements for the baseball or softball bats themselves, but presumably we're also unable to get normal equipment for other stuff. So gloves made out of something weird, the bases are found objects or whatever. No dirt manufacturers on strike, something else is filling in the infield. I don't know.
Everything is office supplies somehow.
Yeah. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Everything's office. It's all finched from the office and they've just brought it out. Yeah.
Matt, give us a line of dialogue that you'd like to hear in Act 2.
Oh man. Oh shit, Shohei Ohtani just got Final Destination.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Oh shit, Shohei Ohtani just got Final Destination.
Beautiful. Actors, keep that one. Keep that one where you use
Got it.
All right, we have a big task in front of us. We're barreling through this episode. Val, are you ready for Act 2?
Yep, let's go.
Go.
All right, gentlemen, we take the field today in remembrance of the kid that ran into traffic. We never found out his name, but we play for him. We also play for who will become my daughter. So keep that in mind as you take the field.
Sorry, are you talking to both teams?
I'm talking to everybody here. I don't know who works for me. So just whoever wins this game, I'm going to pick one of you to be my daughter.
So someone
head
from
of the
the
company.
Best Buy, someone from the Best Buy could be your daughter at the end of
I was
this.
going to say.
Didn't
be
even know
pretty
Best
tight.
Buy was still around.
And we have a softball team. Thank you very much.
Good luck to both of you. I would flip a coin, but there is a coin shortage. And there's also a wood shortage, a base shortage. Dick's Sporting Goods has gone out of business. So we're just going to play rock, paper, scissors. Okay. And take it away.
All right, I'll be representing Best Bunt.
Okay. And I guess I'm Lumber Bill Family Lumbers. I'll go first. Okay.
Well, son of a gun.
Okay.
I guess that means we both bat first. No pitcher.
Well,
Put a tee up and have some fun.
let's do that.
What do you
Gorgeous
think?
crop top, by the way. Gorgeous. Beautiful crop top. You wear it well.
Yeah. With,
So I'll be the T for you. Hold on, let me get down.
okay, because I was gonna say we
Hold
don't
that.
have one. This is
Right.
okay.
I'll be the
Wait,
T.
hang on. Who are all these people walking out of the cornfield? They're the ghosts. The ghosts from Final Destination.
Oh no, it's just like that groundskeeper said. If you build it, they will haunt. He passed so quickly after he said that.
This game just got a lot more interesting. Laugh track.
Oh, what the hell was that? Are there people? Who are you people?
I died in an aquarium fire.
Hand me that branch.
Nah, no, I just want to play ball.
No,
I just want
everybody,
to play ball.
everybody, get a weapon. We need to beat the ghosts to set them free.
Oh shit! Ohtani just got Final Destination.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
who is that coming out of the fog? Oi, it's me, you fuckers trying to take my position. That's right. I've been following all of you on Twitter from heaven, and I don't like that you're trying to take my spot in my dad's heart and the position in this company.
Well, gee, I'm sorry. I mean, we thought you were gone. I never would have moved in if I'd known that your essence existed post-death.
We didn't know that Twitter in heaven was even real.
Oh,
I'm not sure about Twitter.
in heaven, it's back to being called Twitter. They only call it X in hell. Listen, I think both of you would be a great replacement for me, really, honestly. And you could do the job so much better than me because I am deceased. It's just I feel so betrayed.
Because your dad's trying to find a new daughter.
Well, yeah, I mean, my dad has never liked me, so it's not so much that, but I thought the three of us were work chums.
We hung out that one time.
Yeah, I never felt that. But
that one time,
don't you see your
that's
dad
the most
really
time anyone's ever spent with me.
Oh, that sucks. Don't you see your dad really did love you? He misses you so much he wants to replace you. He can't live without you. He needs someone like you back in his life.
Really? You mean my dad really loved me?
I mean, as much as he could.
Okay, all right, okay. Let's take it easy here. Clementine. That's her name, Clementine.
Okay. Yes.
Oi, Dad, come on. No, listen, let's do this right now here in this field in front of everyone. I didn't want you. That's true.
Oof.
But I grew to like you. I gave you this job. I put you in control of this company, and look what you've done. Oi, Dad, I got us 200,000 retweets. I know, but that did nothing for the shipping industry. You actually folded the logging industry just single-handedly.
Well, hey, it was going down.
Thank you. I knew you would be my true friend. That's why I choose you to be my replacement. Yes, because you are wearing the crop top.
Well,
the crop top is the magic.
Okay, thank you for that. Well, hey, looks like it might be just aluminum bats from now on. That's not really an issue. And if you would have me, I'd love to be your daughter.
Yes, unfortunately, you need to kill her again. Because we can't have her spirit walking around here. It's a conflict of interest. So go ahead. Go ahead. It's fine. You can find
now a word from our sponsor.
Oh my God.
Jessica, I appreciate you keeping track of all of the rules of the afterlife of this show. The people from beyond, the people from now. I wrote down another line of dialogue. I think this was from Matt, and it was phonetically put in the chat. Oi, think Dad could ever love you like me? The real, a beautiful, beautiful sentiment in a beautiful accent. Our actors. Jessica, anything that you told us about your character up at the top of the show? I think you told us that she was really into logistics and wanted to do a good job. Anything that has changed for you, or any new things about your current characters that you'd like us to know?
Well, yeah, a lot has changed because now that she's dead, she's just kind of relaxing in heaven and doesn't really have to deal with any of it. So she's found that her true calling is just sitting on a cloud and making it rain occasionally.
Charlie, same question. Anything that's changed about your character that you told us at the top of the show? Anything new you've learned?
I would think he feels he's lost, so he's about to either get desperate or have a heel turn, get a little villainous.
I think we could use that. That sounds great. Will, same question. Anything that you told us about your character that's changed for you, or anything new that you've learned about them?
I think he's probably feeling a little bit like the dog who caught his tail right now, where he's so used to being on the lower side of everything. He has no idea what to do now that due to this insane series of events, he has found himself in the exact position he claimed to want. I think he's learning that he actually likes clawing his way towards the top, but not actually being up there.
Yeah, it's all about the journey.
Yeah.
Matt, let's check in with our writers. Matt, is there any like loose plot points or any loose threads that you'd like us to wrap up by the end of the episode, or any new ideas to plant for like future storylines?
Yeah. Ooh, stuff that was. Let's see what I got. Certainly, I'd like to see that fan of company softball leagues show up at some point. So I'd like that to show up, and then I'm gonna stick with that because I don't have any real strong ideas for anything else. But I really was tickled by that idea, so I'd love to see.
That. Yeah, he needs to make a donation to the team. They need a.
Yeah, they're looking for he's the Daddy Warbucks of the company softball league.
Exactly. Jaclyn, same question. Any loose plot points or any ideas you have for future episodes?
I think we want to see, Will's character step into daughter, and, maybe it's not for him, but, either way, it's his new reality. And I want to see that play out a little more, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, same question. Any loose threads, anything we need to wrap up by the end of the episode?
I'm here for Charlie's heel turn. I think that sounds great. I just want like a montage of him cracking wooden bats over his leg over and over again.
And Chris, give us a line of dialogue you'd like to hear in our final act of the episode.
I knew we should have cut down the rest of that forest.
Can you say that one more time?
I knew we should have cut down the rest of that forest.
Knew we should have cut down the rest of that forest. All right, actors and writers, we have a big task before us. I really think we can bring this home. Val, are you ready for Act 3 of Office Sides?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Daddy, all of the new hires are asking for $1 million contracts.
Well, my beautiful daughter, that's your decision now.
So it seems like my signature is already on a lot of their $1 million contracts, and me wouldn't have signed what me then did sign. And they keep getting their checks and then saying, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" And they're just really beautiful, and I say, "Yes, you can have as much as you want." The people in the accounting department keep sending me emails that say, stop what you're doing."
Let me tell you what my father told me when he handed me this business, the family lumber business.
Grandpa
Lumber. He said, give them an inch and they will take a mile. Give them a mile and they will fucking final destination you. So you need to understand that when these people ask for a mile, you give them half a mile. Always keep them wanting more. Always keep them on the teat of lumber shipping. And that's how we retain our company. We keep it, we keep them wanting more. We destroy the forests till there's nothing left and hold the last trees and then we give it to them little by little.
Okay.
Swivel around in a chair. Interesting you mean. Interesting to hear you talk about retaining your company, Don. Because through a series of European intermediaries, I now own 51% of your company.
Europeans.
That's right. They're out of trees in Europe, so they're investing in American wood.
Oh, I knew we should have burned the rest of that forest.
And now I'll be making the decisions about the softball team and who my daughter will be.
I can't believe my ex-wife from Britain has usurped me.
Usurped? That's right.
Well, you've wanted this for years, Gladys, and now you have it. Now you have your claws in this company.
Yes, and I'm fading into darkness, as you can see all around me. I'm becoming some sort of a Sith Lord as the sun goes down.
Shrouded.
Yes, this is my soul bleeding out of me. You've turned me into this, Don, and I'll never forgive you, but I won't need to because I'm going to win.
Okay, I do turn everything I touch into black of the soul. Fair.
Well, guess I can take this crop top off then.
No, keep it on because this is your mother now.
Well, I'd really like to take it off. It's tight.
It's weird to do that in front of your parents.
Dad, Mom, I might have bit off more than I could chew.
Yes, you have, Peppa.
I think I might be dating Shohei Ohtani's ghost. At the very least, it's getting much more serious than what we intended.
Wait, he hasn't been improper with you, has he?
I don't know if he's tried, but it just goes straight through me.
You know that American wood, as we were saying.
And it was at first it was hand stuff. You have to.
Has he stolen any bases yet?
It's not. He more just gets the hit to get him there.
Cut to dinner where the parents are meeting Ghost Shohei.
Obviously, Shohei won't be ordering anything for the dinner.
Doesn't have much of an appetite from the afterlife there.
He doesn't have much of a conversation to be had either. He's just sort of screaming silently.
Does he have an allergy? Yeah. Is he gluten-free?
I think he's still upset that he passed the way he did. The way that
he looks like he's being tormented by the sins he committed in life. Is that possible? Well, that's what it looks like to me.
It's either that or an allergy.
I mean, his eyes are completely black and his mouth is a void. I don't think that's an allergy. That's not hay fever, daughter.
Well, you never know. You created a black void around yourself earlier today.
This is what my father told me when I
Grandpa
killed your mother and I buried her in the pet cemetery, which is now why she's like this. And that's on me. What my grandfather always said is sometimes dead is better.
Grandpa had bad morals, I think.
We all do.
Mom, you're a ghost too.
What?
I never told her that I buried her in the pet cemetery.
What does that have to do with my morals? What does that have to do with my morals? I'm a gentle spirit. I'm not like you.
Oh my God. You're a ghost. I'm dating my mother.
What?
That always
Shohei Ohtani's a ghost. Listen, I'm just here for the softball. That's all I ever really wanted.
Well, why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say that before I threw my entire company at you and introduced you to your ghost mother, made you wear crop tops?
I just feel like I The rec leagues are so hard to get into as a single individual. It was easier to join a business that had a team.
I'm
So
sorry to
you-
interrupt. I'm sorry. So sorry to interrupt. I have been waiting patiently and I can't anymore, but I am just a really big fan. And I was hoping that, could you tell me, are you going to play softball?
Oh,
I went to the last game and
you saw what happened.
I saw a bunch of ghosts come out of a cornfield. Everybody talked on the field and fought the ghosts, and then
Shohei
everyone
Ohtani
left.
died.
That's
we
right.
have to
I
we
did
have
see
to
that.
we have to kill him. We can't leave any witnesses.
I'll also take your orders when you're ready. I'll take your orders when you're ready.
Roll
I wouldn't kill me
credits.
yet.
This one took a turn, but it has left.
Where?
I'm about to ask a crazy question. I really think we did something here. I think this one is special. I appreciate everybody for hanging in there with us through technical difficulties. I'm going to say there was a storm. Jessica, we started with a mashup of two shows, but the resulting show, I'm wondering, does this remind you of any other existing shows? Or if you were putting together a schedule, like a lineup of sitcoms, what would you pair this with?
I would probably pair it with What We Do in the Shadows. I feel like this ended up being more of a serialized TV version of Final Destination, which I think would actually be a great idea now that I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it would air on MTV after Ridiculousness.
Well, right now, MTV is airing Ridiculousness after Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
They're everything on their schedule. Charlie, same question. Did this recall any other shows to you? Did it remind you of anything?
I mean, it started to feel like basketball minus the trans and homophobia.
This would be a good show to do as like stop motion, like claymation styles. All the Final Destination things could be really, really brutal and people could recover right away. Will, same question. Did this remind you of any other shows?
It got so surreal. It has to kind of be a little bit like a cartoon in that way, where stuff can shift so dramatically from scene to scene, where like you could very easily see at like my character having a full redesign of like the haircut and crop top of the daughter from the previous scene, and also so much debt. I don't know that you can do Shohei Ohtani getting like chopped in half in practical effects. So I think this would fit pretty neatly into like an Adult Swim block of programming.
I love that idea. You could also do like little 15-minute bites. You could do little short episodes. Let's check in with our writers. Chris, this show gets picked up. Our pilot. What happens in episode 2?
Oh man, I kind of like feel like we start planting the seeds that there's something bigger, more sinister. I feel like this is a like land of just like power hungry, like corporate, all related family members, all like it's very incestuous. Like they all. There's always like another one. There's an uncle that runs another lumber yard, or there's a niece that runs her dead parents' lumber yard, and it just goes on and on.
Once Charlie's character blended into the shadows, I felt like anything was on the table.
Yeah.
Matt, same question almost. This is an old sitcom. This runs for like 30 episodes. What happens in our season finale?
Wow. I mean, in the cold open, they find and kill God, but it's not really commented on for much longer. No, I'd say the end of it, maybe it's like all the lumberyard strife stuff is that's kind of simmering in the background, and that's been causing conflict with whatever business this is. I guess is it a Best Buy? Best Buy in conflict with- but there's some sort of like Game of Thrones style major arranged wedding that happens with a scion from Best Buy and a scion from the Lumberville Lumberyard family. And then either hijinks or disaster ensues.
I do love the idea that the rivalry, it has to just be softball because those two companies are
Business.
really not in the same market.
No, it's like I'm imagining that it's kind of got Flintstones logic where everything is run analog. So this old Best Buy does run somehow off of neatly integrated wooden gears or something. You're like, the definition on this, like you're like, there's barely any grain and it's just a smooth piece of wood.
Jaclyn, where are we in season 5? This show's a hit. It runs for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I think someone said it before, but I feel like it's like starts dark and maybe gets darker, almost like Stranger Things, where like there's levels of these, dead people. Like maybe it is purgatory. We discover something about why there are all these ghosts, or this like dark aspect of this universe that now needs to be dealt with on some level.
Absolutely. Like it becomes where the supernatural is the entire show by the fifth season.
Yes.
We have a big fan base, a big genre, a big presence at like festivals and Comic-Cons.
Yes,
and
definitely.
things like that. Well, we really made something tonight. We really created something. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm proud to know you, but there's one thing to say. There is something that we have dropped the ball on, and I apologize to our viewers, but here at Pilot Season, we believe a good sitcom has a theme song. So while we're saying goodbye tonight, our cast is going to teach us the theme to Office Sides. Everyone watching, please follow and like and support Trident every way you can on social media. Follow Pilot Season on Instagram. Everybody in the cast tonight, feel free to do your best opening credit poses in your Zoom windows. And here is the theme to Office Sides.
Whether you take a bus, a train, or your coworker gives you rides, you know you're gonna end up office sides.
Oh, it's more jazzy than I realized.
Office sides.
Do you know where your daughter is?
All right, good night, everybody.